Hello, Klaus here. In this video, we'll have a look at some of the new effects inside of Davinci Resolve 16, the beta version. There's some different filters and some different effects we'll have a look at. So let's have a look at that right now. Hello, and here we are back in Davinci Resolve 16, and in today we're going to have a look at some of the new effects inside of Davinci Resolve 16 beta version 1. Some of them are for the paid version of Davinci Resolve and the studio version, and some are for the free version. I'll try to say which is which. So let's go to the effects library, and let's start by searching for an effect. That is the analog damage. I'll drag that on my clip. I will select my clip and I'll go to the inspector, and I'll go to the open effects, and here you can change a lot of stuff in your clip, but there's a lot of presets, and that's the one I am focusing on in this video. So in the preset we can have like an early TV preset. So here we have that. I'll just go to full screen, and using my Blackmagic micro panel, you can also use Control F. So here we have that effect on. That is like the early TV look. We'll go to the 1960s black and white, and again I'll go to the full view. We'll have a look. I think it looks amazing just like that. Away from that again, we'll go to the next preset, which is going to be the colored version of the 60s TV. And of course you can mess with the colors. Actually, there's no grade on this, so this will just be the basic. Anyway, let's have a look here again. So if we went in and did do a grade on this, it will be just fine. So again we can have a look and look at the 70s look. My favorite one, the 80s. One thing I think is pretty funny or cool is that the television aspect ratio is actually included inside as well. And let's go to the 90s, which were more like widescreen. And then of course we have like a clean VHS look, which is this one. We'll just go to the viewer, and you'll see we have all this noise and grain inside of the clip, which I think is very lovely. And also we have a old VHS, and that's even more smashed and damaged than the previous one. This is like the look of my childhood. So funny. And then of course we can do, as the last one, a security camera look. Can be useful for something. And then again, everything can be changed down in the inspector here. And this effect is only for the studio version, so keep that in mind. I'll just remove that. And let's go for the next one, which is a pencil sketch effect. Just drag that on the clip and select the clip and go to the... And again, this is just, again, a nice feature. It can be useful for intros and stuff like that. And again, everything is customizable, so you can do the stroke controls here. Change the stroke, make it more, make it less, increase, decrease, and make the length of the stroke. I'm not going to go into all of this because there's a lot of things. A very cool thing is also you can keyframe most of these things just by hitting this icon out here. And then of course we can also color the sketch if we want to have that kind of a look. Okay, cool, super duper cool. Let's go to the next one. Also, this pencil one is also the one that is in the studio version of Davinci Resolve. So let's go to one of the next one I also find very useful. That's the vignette filter. We'll drop that on here. And here we have a super fast vignette effect. You can do this before, of course, in Davinci Resolve, but then you had to work with the masks and windows and tracking and all of that. And again, everything is customizable in the Open FX tab, where we can change the size. We can do something with the the shape of it, and you can soften it. We can do a lot of things, and that is in all the versions of Davinci Resolve, so pretty neat, I think. Oh, before I forget, actually, there's also, it's not really an effect, it's just a very nice feature as well. They did put in the stabilization effect inside of the inspector, which is super nice. So now you can just open the inspector and just push stabilize, and it will stabilize your footage. And again, it is one of the best stabilizers I've ever tried. And that is, of course, free for everybody to use. So now we have a stabilized vignette carton shot of a, I don't know what, mall or something. And let's go to the next one. Let's go up here and we'll, right. That is just the Invert Color. Again, it's an effect you can use if you want to invert the colors totally. And let's go to the effects, and then you can also invert the different channels, the red, the green, and the blue channel. So you can make some different looks if you want to. This looks like a false color look if you wanted to do that. Anyway, that's a special thing you would use for some special effects, I guess, or some special shots. And the last one we are going to do is if you were doing like some kind of a picture-in-picture. Let's go here and find it. It is the drop shadow effect. So I'll drop the shadow on this layer, and it's just making a shadow here on my picture-in-picture. If I were doing a video about dancing and red shoes, I would comment on that the most strange way, I think. Anyway, that's fun. So again, you can use the strength of the shadow. You can make that stronger or less. You can change the angle if you want to, and then you can also make the distance different, and then you can blur it. So I think this is also a super cool way just to make something stick out. In this case, a picture-in-picture. That's very obvious that have a certain look anyways. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share it with your friends if you think it will help them out. And if you want to be notified every time there's a new video on the channel, please hit that bell icon down in the corner. Until next time, keep filming, keep learning, and keep sharing.